After 7 worlds, 35 levels, 6 bosses, and 1 parry, we finally made it to Kastle KAOS to challenge KAOS once again and get Donkey and Diddy back. But KAOS isn't who he appears to be, and he's not the only one the Kong should be worried about. This is part 42 of Overthinking Donkey Kong Country 3. The rematch with KAOS kicks off, with KAOS apparently not having learned any new tricks. He paces back and forth, shooting flames out from under him. Unlike the first fight, the Kongs can now stand on top of these bulb things to get away from his attacks. One barrel to the melon and his head rockets off, revealing another head underneath. You could say it's his true face, but I feel like the big jaw and sunglasses guy is the real KAOS head. This feels like a stump with eyes. Anyway, it shoots up missiles that fall onto you, and kinda feels like the cannonball part of the original K. Rool fight. One more barrel and KAOS bricks. He's hoisted out of the arena, and we're introduced to Baron K. Roolenstein, the creator of KAOS and the true villain of Donkey Kong Country 3. When I was a kid, I thought he was a different character to K. Rool entirely, but he's just K. Rool in Frankenstein getup, because why not at this point? Someone much smarter than me once pointed out how every K. Rool fight is set in an arena that hints at the next game. King K. Rool on a pirate ship, Pirate Captain K. Rool on a mechanical airship. For inventor scientist K. Rool, it's an old school castle, the kind a king might live in, which brings it full circle. Not sure if this was intentional, but it is cool. The Baron K. Roolenstein fight is pretty fun. It can be a touch unintuitive at times, but you're given a lot of room to experiment, and figuring out the right way to progress is where half the fun comes from here. I don't want to compare it to the previous K. Rool fights too much, so I'll just say it definitely holds its own. It also doesn't overstay its welcome. The fight begins fairly simply, with K. Rool hovering about and you having to pull a lever to drop a barrel, which you then throw at his back. You might assume you need to time the lever pull to drop the barrel onto him, or maybe first try and hit his front or underneath him or something, so some trial and error is going to happen here. Getting through this section, you'll have established that raise lever equals barrel and the jetpack thingy is the weak point. From here, each phase gets more elaborate, but at least you know how to proceed. It might seem a bit tricky at first, but as soon as you have the key to the fight, it's all observation and reaction. It gets harder, but you'll have him beat before long. I think the arena is really cool, but I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I like that you can see K. Rool hiding out behind the curtain at the start, kind of a Wizard of Oz sort of deal. But it's clear to me that the main inspiration for the room is Frankenstein. Even if Baron K. Roolenstein didn't give it away, you've got the bed with the straps, those electrical thingies, the coils and gauges and bulbs. To me, the steel frame suspended by chains is the biggest giveaway. But then again, what kid in 1996 has seen Frankenstein from 1931? And that's the main game done and dusted. The 5 levels of Krematoa are next, then it's on to the good, the bad, and the ugly, then the recaps before the final fight. We won't get a chance to watch the credits in the final episode this time around, so I'm just gonna let them play out now. I don't really have anything more to say, and there's nothing hiding at the end of the video, so I guess this is it. Thanks for watching.